to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
QB's running around. It's normal nowadays. You see such good athletes at the quarterback position. But I tell you what, he better start sliding too. Get some first downs, that's fine. Get some yards, that's fine. Make sure you slide on the ground so you don't take too many licks like that.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out. And that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run club. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically?
He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Rush is on him, trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do they do?
And the Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. The Ducks are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Toppin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker is Miller. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance. Making a three-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Toppin. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a pass to Marker. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's first and 10 from the 39. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The snap sets up to throw. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? They do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown. Second and goal coming up. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
On the move. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires left. He's got an open man. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. Running free. Touchdown, Ducks. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Toppin. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does. Get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Lost to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Miller. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down to avoid contact.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Toppin. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a... It's a fumble! They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions a game.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Smashes it between the uprights. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 19 over Florida. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be... Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the score.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Sends it back in motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
No gain.
This is a real statement game, proving that you're worthy of this lofty ranking, holding off a challenger and doing it with a great passing game.
No doubt. And early in the season, like, you're trying to prove that ranking, right? There's a lot of people that doubt preseason polls and what they amount to and what they mean. But this passing attack, Palmer, it looks legit.
You're absolutely right, David. I think a lot of that preseason ranking was what happened last year, who they have coming back, but you can't ignore the talent these guys have at the quarterback position and the dudes they've got downfield catching it. That's shown up today.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.